Hey, it's Hannah, welcome back to my channel. You can probably recognise, well, you probably weren't paying that much attention, but I'm filming this right off the back of filming the end of last week's video because I am about to move into a new flat down in London and I won't have Wi-Fi for 10 days, so I'm trying to get all the videos for the next couple of weeks up and scheduled so that you can still have content. So for today's video, it's kind of last minute, but I realised, thanks to my dear friend Alan, who's just started a channel, so go check him out in the description, I never really did a get to know me video, so I'm going to do a bit of a get to know me favourites video, so you can all get to know who you're watching every week, if you are watching every week, and yeah, if you're new, hello, please subscribe down below. I'm going to Google some basic get to know me questions. I can start off. My name is obviously Hannah. I am 19 and I am that's scary. I'm going into my second year of uni doing a jazz dance degree, which is very exciting. Yeah. I have done some videos in the past based on like week in the life and a little insight into what that entails because it's not really average student life, but it is good fun. So as part of that, there we go, that's what I can tell you. So I moved between London, which is where I live when I'm at uni, and here, which is in the Midlands. I'm not going to tell you more than that, but it's somewhere in the West Midlands of the UK. This is so weird, and I feel like no one's really that interested, but if you're watching, I love you, you're the best, and I'm having fun, so I hope you are too. Anyway, what shows are you into? What shows am I into? I'm currently watching Down to Earth with Zac Efron, or when I say currently watching, I watched the first episode, loved it, and haven't sat down to watch the next episode yet. But I will be watching all of them because I really enjoyed it. I'm also rewatching New Girl because I saw some like TikToks on Nick Miller quotes and I was like, oh, I miss this show. I don't actually watch that much. I feel like I watch more films, in which case I love Marvel's films. I've watched all the MCU and yeah, love them. Over quarantine, what have I watched? I rewatched Gossip Girl. I quite enjoy that one. The thing is, I find certain episodes boring, so I'll like skip over them because I've already seen it. I'll just watch the ones I enjoy. So, but I quite often get bored of shows like Vampire Diaries. I managed to watch the whole thing, but I had to like take month-long breaks in between at points. So I enjoyed Teen Wolf. I skipped seasons of it, but I enjoyed it. Mostly because I was laughing at stars. These are all so basic and everyone's gonna hate them. Oh well. Oh, I'll tell you what an unpopular opinion is. I'm not a huge fan of Friends. Don't kill me. Don't shoot me, okay? I love Joey. I love Joey. Like, I'm in love with him. I haven't even watched all the seasons yet. I've watched sort of odd order ones because my best mate is into it and he tried to get me to watch them and then, yeah. But one, I wanted Rachel and Joey to get together and they, like, I know they kind of did, but they deserve more of a chance than that. Two, I don't know, I'm like, the humour gets a bit repetitive and I basically watch it for Joey and that's it. I just think it's a bit overrated, like, the hype I don't get. And I think like How I Met Your Mother, that for me was funnier in some ways. That's not a word, is it? More funny? Wait, is funnier a word or not? I should know this. Yes, so unpopular opinion, but most shows I don't like all the episodes, I just like some of them, or like the You Get Too Much. Anyway, I'm rambling on and on, but Hamilton, watched Hamilton on Disney Plus, absolutely loved it so much. Kissing Booth 2 on the other hand, very stressful, didn't really know what was going on, we move on. Claim to fame, I mean obviously I've performed on a few stages, but probably when I was, I want to say 4, because it was just before I started school. I went to a farm with my grandma and they had some new piglets, and I managed to get in the paper with a picture of me cuddling a piglet. So that is my claim to fame and I love it. Where would you rather be from? Oh, I like that one. Okay, I have two places that I really want to live for a period of time. One is America, because I just love wearing shorts and t-shirts and I want to live somewhere hot, and I want to try Chick-fil-A, and also if you live in Florida you get the beach, you get Disneyland. Like, come on, that is the dream. Or LA. And I know that's like really basic, but sorry, I just I would really love it. Also having a pool in the back garden, hello, yes. But the other one, which is kind of quite opposite, is France. I am in love with French culture, absolutely love French culture. Just like, it's so sophisticated, and like French fashion and how French women carry themselves, like I love it so much, and the language, and I want to get so much better at the language and visit all the time, and just, yeah, I love France so much. I really want to live in those two places at some point in my life. The other one would be Australia. I just want to go to Australia. There's so many countries I want to visit though. So we're not going to even start on that list because I will ramble for 10 minutes just on that list. What age do I want to live to? I don't know. What's the best single day on the calendar? I have an answer for this one. Christmas. You can't argue with me. Christmas is the best time of year for me. I absolutely love it. One, everyone covers their house in lights. Streets look incredible. Decorations are so much fun. Decorating a tree. I mean, well, my whole family gets mad at me because I kind of take over and don't let them touch it. But you get to spend time with family. Mulled wine, which is like my favourite drink ever. Yeah, pantos, carol services, candles everywhere, Christmas lights. Everyone gets presents. Everyone plays games together. I love Christmas. Also cinnamon. I adore cinnamon, and everything has cinnamon in it at Christmas. So yeah, you can try and argue with me, but it's odd though because summer is my favourite season, but Christmas is my favourite holiday. So what fictional place would you most like to go? Are you serious? Hogwarts. Duh! Is that not the answer? Ever? Like, you're given the opportunity to go to Hogwarts, who would turn that down? Just saying. Do you have any pets? No. I really wanted to get a hamster when quarantine started because I was fifth wheeling and I was like, then I have a little, you know, mental support animal. But it didn't happen. They stopped selling hamsters and then it was like, it's too late and I'm moving to the new flat and I can't take it with me, so it would be a bit mean. I did have a budgie. I named him Sherbet because he was yellow and I wanted to name him after a yellow food because I was 8 years old. And he lived for 10 years. That was my last pet. And then I've always wanted a dog, but we've never had a dog, which is very sad. But someday I will get a dog and be over the moon about it. What's the most annoying habit that other people have? Right, there's this thing about me. Loud eaters. I cannot deal with it. If I'm sitting there and everyone else is eating and I can hear them chewing, I leave the room. It drives me insane. I don't know what it is, but I just can't block it out and it stresses me out so much. It makes me feel a bit sick. So yeah, if there's music on in the background, I kind of can deal with it now because I focus in on that. And sometimes if I don't look out for it, I don't notice it, so it's okay. But if I notice it, I then can't just sit there. I have taken my meal into another room and stuff. My poor family. But yeah, I think that's kind of all the questions. There's one that's, what are you interested in, that most people haven't heard of? I mean, most people have heard of him, but I really love Gene Kelly. And I did a lot of my essays in my first year of my degree on him because he's just incredible. And that brings me on to one of my favourites. Okay, I just had to go and find it because I'd already packed it to take to London. But this is one of my first favourites. So it is a book about the life and career of Gene Kelly, and I just love him. Look at that face. Highly recommend if you want to know more about him. It is a chunky boy, but it's also very interesting and intriguing. Like, he turned down Hollywood like 3 times before he actually went. Like, imagine turning down Hollywood. Like, they're coming to you. Anyway, yeah, so he's a really great man. Really find him inspiring and highly recommend. Going back to the French culture thing, my mum gave me this book which is called French Women Don't Get Fat. It sounds a bit hard. I'm really enjoying it. It's all about eating for pleasure and rather than dieting, sort of being aware of what you're eating and stuff. And yeah, based on the French cuisine and how they handle eating and stuff. And it's really interesting and really enjoyable to read as well. So recommend this one. I just read a chapter on wine and champagne that made me very happy. No, that's a joke, but yeah, it doesn't tell you to limit stuff. Finally, I am a Christian. Uni can be a bit tough because obviously, you know, values and stuff and moving out of the house, and it's a very new environment and the current culture is not very easy to... I'm trying to be careful with what I'm saying here, but you get what I mean. So, I saw this book. Now, it is very American. It's called The College Girl's Survival Guide. Yeah. So it's very American, and some bits of it just are not applicable because they're only applicable in American colleges. But if you are a Christian girl going to uni, I would highly recommend giving this a read before you go or while you're there, because it just delves into a lot of issues in a really balanced and good way. And yeah, and even if you're not Christian, it can be quite useful in what it says and the different dilemmas, including like roommates and parties and relationships, and if you want to change your degree and when you're graduating and you don't know what to do, etc. So that is all the books I'm recommending this month. This is not going to be a monthly thing. I'm going to recommend this niacinamide serum because I'm really enjoying it. Hamilton is a favourite right now, and yep, loving it, keep singing it. My mum says I'm obsessed with it. I'm not obsessed with it, I'm just enjoying it, okay? Jokes. Alec Benjamin, if we're talking music, I really enjoy Alec Benjamin, and he hasn't really brought out any songs that I don't like, which is very rare because most artists I just listen to a few songs of like multiple artists rather than whole albums. But Alec Benjamin has released a lot of music and demos and done tons of live streams over quarantine, and I just think he's a really good musician. Also Phineas, because the way he produces songs I find so interesting, and all the different noises he puts in and stuff. Yeah, and Taylor Swift's new album Folklore. So when I was little, anyway, me and my sister were huge fans of her. We had her first album, Taylor Swift, we had Speak Now, we had Fearless, and then we kind of fell off the wagon when she went all poppy. And then this new album is like the perfect sort of chill vibes, and I really enjoy it. So if you haven't listened to it, it is very different to her poppy stuff, so kind of recommend. I think that's pretty much it. I'm sure you've heard me yabber on about myself enough as it is. Yeah, so I hope you have enjoyed this video, even though it's just me yapping. If you have any opinions on the stuff I mentioned or questions, just pop them down in the comments below and I will make sure to respond to them. And yeah, thank you very much for watching and making it this far. I love you very much and I really appreciate you. So yeah, please subscribe down below, put on the notification bell so you know when I upload, and give it a thumbs up, and I will see you on the flip side.